Salute, traveler. Welcome back to the Charted Space Coffee Shop. This is the third part of my netcast video series for character creation in Traveler 2nd Edition by Mongoose Publishing. Part 3 is on career terms, so let's get to it. For character creation, a traveler's life is broken up into 4-year terms. Going through one term at a time, you'll follow a set of steps that cycle from one term to the next. In one of those terms, you may want your traveler to enter pre-career education to better prepare themselves for a future career, but it's not required, as you may choose to immediately attempt to qualify for the career you want. A traveler must first attempt to enter their chosen career with a qualification roll. A roll determines whether or not your traveler succeeds in a task that they are attempting, to which you'll be given either a characteristic or a skill to roll for, and then a target number that must be met for success. When a roll is called for during character creation, roll 2d plus your traveler's corresponding DM for the characteristic or skill. If you meet or surpass the target number, you are successful and immediately apply any benefits described. If you are attempting a skill roll without any training in that skill, you will need to apply a DM-3 to your roll. This DM-3 can be reduced by 1 per rank of the Jack of all trades skill. If it's out now, see my video on skills for more on Jack OT. Taking the Scout career on page 44 of the CRB-22, for example, qualification is an Intelligence 5+ check, with a -1 DM for every previous career. Failure of a qualification roll means your traveler did not enter the career they wanted, giving them only 2 options: join the draft or enter the Drifter career. The Drifter career on page 28 of the CRB-22 is an automatic qualification and represents a period of time when your traveler is aimless in their life path. On page 19 of the CRB-22, you'll find the draft table. To join the draft, roll 1d, and the corresponding result gives the traveler automatic qualification into that military career. A traveler may only apply for the draft once in their lifetime, but they may stay or return to the Drifter career as many times as they want. If you're going through character creation from the Explorers or Merchant edition of the rulebook, you will not need to make a qualification roll, and so you can ignore this step. If your qualification roll was successful, you next get to pick your traveler's assignment. Each career will have 3 assignments to choose from. The assignment picked will determine the checks you will need to make for survival and advancement, the portion of skills and trainings table that's available to your traveler, and the bonuses received for increasing in rank. Progressing through a career will now cycle through the following steps: new skill, survival, event, and then advancement. If this is your traveler's first career term, they will now receive their basic training skills. Immediately gain at level 0 all the skills under the service skills column of the skills and training table. The Citizen and Drifter careers will give your travelers specific assignment skills instead of the service skills for basic training, so keep an eye out for that note under assignments. Basic training is only received on the first term of the first career that your traveler successfully qualifies for. If your traveler changes careers later on, they cannot receive basic training from that career. Also, if your traveler went through the military academy, they will have gained their basic training early, so continue on as if this was a subsequent term. If this is any term after the first one for your traveler, in the same career or in a new one, you now get to select one of the columns on the skills and training table and roll 1d. The result will give your traveler a level increase in the corresponding skill or characteristic score. You can select either from personal development, service skills, or your assignments column. You may select the special columns like advanced education or officer only if your traveler meets those prerequisites. The next step is survival, which will determine whether or not your traveler makes it through this 4-year term without mishap. Looking at the career progress table, find the survival roll for your traveler's assignment and roll 2d plus the corresponding DM. If you succeed your survival roll, you may move on to the next step. If your traveler fails their survival roll, you must immediately roll on the mishap table, and unless otherwise noted, your traveler is ejected from this career. In your next term, you must start over, losing all ranks, and must qualify for a new career. You may not re-qualify for the career you were just ejected from, even to pick a new assignment. Unless otherwise noted, your traveler will retain any benefits they gain from successful terms in this career, which I will cover on how to receive in Netcast Video 6 on Mustering Out Benefits. If you're using the Explorers or Merchant Edition rulebooks, ejection rules should be discussed by your group. There are no qualification rolls for careers in those books, and if all you have is the Merchant Edition, there's only one career to choose from. I would suggest that a failed survival roll means the end of character creation for that traveler, and or set a house rule for 2 or 3 terms of automatically passing survival rolls. With a successful survival roll, a special event happens within the 4 years of your traveler's career term. See the events table associated with your traveler's career, usually the next page, and roll 2d, then review and apply the results. These events may award your traveler with new skills. If there is a skill listed with a number, for example Survival 1, your traveler gains that skill at that specific level. This means if your traveler already has that skill at that level or higher, then the gained skill is ignored. If the skill listed does not include a number, this means increase your traveler's current skill level by 1. If you gained a contact, ally, rival, or enemy as a part of an event, note them on your two-sided character sheet in the box provided for them. I will go into further explanation of these in Netcast Video 5, but for now, just write a short description of who these characters are and how they're related to your traveler. You could write something like, Contact, alien from backwater world, or Enemy, ship that attacked my crew one time, but we escaped, so they're hunting us down. Also, each traveler will have the opportunity to gain 2 free skills through the Connections rule. During an event of one of the travelers, 2 players can discuss their individual traveler's meeting during the event. Why they met is important because each of them will receive 1 free skill level to gain a new skill or to improve a known skill. The players must discuss what happened during this event that led each of them to gain their selected skills. The Connections rule can be applied twice per traveler, but gained from 2 separate travelers and events. See page 19 of the CRB 22 for more. After the event roll, your traveler has the chance to advance in their career. Under the career progress table, you'll find your assignment's advancement roll with the target number. Roll 2d and add the corresponding DM. If your traveler fails in their advancement roll, they gain no further benefit, marking the end of their current term. If your traveler succeeds in their advancement roll, congratulations! They immediately get to roll one more time on a skill column of your choice, like from step 1, as well as increase in rank. Find your career's rank and bonuses table for your corresponding assignment or military position, and increase that traveler's rank to the next level, which may also give them a bonus skill. This rank will come in later for mustering out. If your advancement roll result is equal to or less than the number of terms your traveler has been in this current career, they must then leave for a new career their next term. If your roll is a natural 12, your traveler is then compelled to continue in this career and cannot switch to a new one on their next term. See the advancement section on page 18 of the CRB 22 for more details. If your traveler is in the Army, Marines, or Navy, they may roll for a commission before rolling for advancement. This can only be attempted in the traveler's first term, but if their social score is 9 or higher, they may attempt it on subsequent terms at a DM -1 per term attempted. Events that give bonus DMs to advancement may be applied to a commissions roll as well. If a commissions roll is failed, the traveler can still attempt their advancement roll. If a commissions roll is successful, the traveler cannot roll for advancement, but instead they immediately change their rank to rank 1 officer under the officer's ranks and bonuses table, as they have been promoted to a superior officer. With the last step complete, you have a couple of choices for your traveler. You could continue on another term in this career, starting the cycle again at step 1. You could change career, first by mustering out of this career and then making a qualifications roll for a new career. Note that your traveler will start at rank 0 in this new career. You could change assignments, though some careers' assignments may be considered like a new career. See page 20 of the CRB 22 for details on that. Or you could end character creation here, muster out and gain all your benefits, and get ready to go for adventure. And with that, your traveler's career term is now complete. Coming up next in Netcast Video 4, I'll be touching on rules for aging and injury during character creation. This is Rex with the Charter Space Coffee Shop. Godspeed, Traveler, and I'll see you in the next one.